what I'm going to do with my dough right now, I cut it in half, and I'm going to make some cinnamon bread. And here's my pan that I'm going to use. I greased and floured it. And today I cheated, only because I had so much to do. Usually I use butter on everything, but today I did use Pam. Is that perfect? No. I'm going to try to have a lot of it though when the SHTF hits the fan, because I have discovered I like Pam. I actually learned from Bear Prepper to use Pam. She has used it a few times. Bear's another one that does everything homemade. But you know, sometimes we need to cut corners because we just don't have the time. Now I'm going to show this to you. It's rolled out sorta in a rectangle. See how I did that? Then all I'm going to do is take some cinnamon and I'm going to just sprinkle it all over. Yes, I'm not cheap with my cinnamon because I love cinnamon. Okay, now watch how I do this. This is for the cinnamon bread, but this is also for the regular bread. You still roll it out that way. Then you take it and you just roll it. See how I'm doing? Just roll it. This is going to make a wonderful cinnamon. Oh, and the smell of this when it's cooking, you would not believe it. Now, you take your end and you fold it. Just crimp it. Do whatever you got to do to get it like that. And you take the other end and you do the same thing. Okay, now that's my cinnamon bread. Does it look perfect? Nope. But who said it has to be? This is my homemade bread. It's going to taste wonderful, there's no doubt. Alright, just put it in the pan like that. And while that one's resting, I'll put a little bit more flour on my table. Now I'm sorry, there's no way out of this. I have no way to make my counter perfectly clean. It was when I started. But now I'm going to roll this out into a rectangle. You would not believe how much dough I have, but I really have enough for like 2 weeks because I'm just not going to have time next week. I have a lot of things to do. I'm going to be meeting Michigan Snow Pony, I think. We're going to be meeting in Shipshewana, Illinois, Indiana. Oh boy, I'm getting old, aren't I? Now this is going to be a regular loaf of bread. Notice what I do. I do the same thing. Just start rolling it up. There you go. Now if you want to get creative and throw some cheese in, you can do that. Just throw some cheese in it. So what? Who says you can't? This is your bread. Alright. But no, we don't eat the same old boring bread all the time. Now this is regular bread right here. This will be used for sandwiches, stuff like that. And then this is my, I'm going to put a little sprinkle on top just so I know which one's what when I pull it out. Okay, so that's my regular sandwich bread. That's my cinnamon bread. I'm not done yet. This is what the cinnamon bread looks like when it's done. Here's a regular loaf of white bread that we're going to use for sandwich bread. And what I have, I bought at the Amish bulk food store. It's called Vegetable Herb Blend. It smells really good. And I got this idea one day because I'm looking at all these fancy focaccia breads and, you know, the ones that cost you $5 in the store or more. And I thought, geez, I could do that. And I tried this one day and I was utterly amazed. My kids call it pizza bread. Now, I don't call it that. I just put different spices in it. And some people say to do that when you got the liquid in the pan. And that's okay. Go ahead and do that. But you know how I am. I just try stuff all the time. And this absolutely is delicious. Comes out real nice. And I'll show you what I do. I just take a little bit of this. I sprinkle it, not too much, just enough to give it a little flavor. Watch this. Okay. Then I take that Parmesan. I like to do my own fresh Parmesan. Might even be good with a little Romano, you know, I have not tried that. But you got to try things and then you let me know too. Alright, so as you see how this looks, let's take a better look. It's all rolled up like this. I could probably cook it. If I just smashed it down like this, I could probably put it on a nice flat pan and just let it rise up to be that thin focaccia bread. Yeah, I know focaccia is a little bit different. But you know what, darn it? When times are rough, this is pretty neat. This will rise to about like that. So, I mean, it could be the same principle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up just like I did my other loaves of bread. Just like this. And I'll bet you this is going to taste good. I know it's going to taste good. I've tried it before. You know what else I've used? And it's pretty neat. You ever see those packages? It's for like cream cheese balls. That's what I use. I'll put that into my bread. And I can't believe the flavor breads I have made. And no, I'm not. I'm paying about what, 50 cents? 50 cents a loaf of bread? Not even that. You know, you were with me when I took that trip to the Amish food store and I got hundreds of pounds of flour for hardly anything. So then I'm just going to take my flour pan. I'm going to put this in there just so I can differentiate, because again, I've had about 8 loaves of bread all over the place, but this one I'm going to cook. Oh boy, Ted's going to be happy because he's going to come home to Parmesan rolls and what my kids call pizza bread, and see how nice that is? This is what that pizza bread looks like when it's done. You know, sometimes I don't want a great big loaf of bread. I just want one of those little rounds of bread. I think those are pretty neat. You know, you've seen that, the artesian bread, and they take it and they slice it and they go, well, yes, it's pretty neat. Okay, there's one. So I'm going to have, let's see, 4 loaves of regular bread, while counting the one that would be pizza bread. I'm having 36 rolls that I could turn into nice breadsticks, and I'm going to have a couple round loaves. Now, how about you? I love round loaves of bread. Now, when you do that, when you have your round loaves like this, since I'm going to freeze them just like this, and then I'm going to take them out, I'm going to put them on a greased pan. They are going to defrost. They're going to get about this size. And we're going to have nice round loaves of bread. Now on that, you might want to put a little caraway seed, or sesame seed, or poppy seeds even. Try it all. Give it all a try. This is what I'm going to do, but I have to freeze these now. And I'll show you that in a minute. And this is what the little round loaves of bread look like when they're done. This is more than 2 people can eat. Well, maybe not. Depends on how hungry you are. But you see what I did? I just took those little rounds. I put some slashes in them. And voila, we got a new fancy bread. You can make this long. You can make it like Italian bread, French bread. It doesn't matter. This is one of the best bread recipes I ever had. So try it. You'll like it. After about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, this is how nice our bread rolls.